Hello, hello. It is, what night is it right now? We are on Friday. No, we are on, what is today? Wednesday. And tomorrow's 4th of July, and some other country that you guys might be watching is. Uh, uh, all right, so I am going to pull out some paint so that I can paint with you. And then I want to share some really good items that you might not know in my Facebook group. So, what we're going to do is start painting a canvas and trying to get people excited about coming on. And then hopefully we can accomplish something really pretty today and that you will want to see more of it. And I have a discount right now that is giving you 25% off. All right. And it's a 4th of a July, 4th of July special. And so I am going to show this to you. I was just trying to get it. I forgot to put 25. Hello, Pat. You haven't had enough of me yet? A long time, right? Hey, guys. Hello, hello. I am going to be painting. I wanted to share you some goodies. I'm going to give you a 25% off anything on my website with a $50 order. And so this is going to be special for a 4th of July sale. So I just wanted to excite you a little bit. Hello, Sherry and Jay. I've got my double loader ready with paint in it, ready to paint something. Hopefully really pretty. The double loader has a lid. It's got the sponge thing that you wet, and it clicks on top of this palette. So hopefully you'll see my paint was going in there a few days ago when lightning struck and we couldn't finish my live. So hopefully we won't have that problem today. And hello, Miss Kim. I've been seeing you're working hard and heavy. Miss Teresa, you finally got home. So now you get to see me. Guess what, Teresa? I didn't record. So I needed you there. So I had to redo it. So sad you only got me on the redo. Hello, Veronica LeMay. It's nice to have you on, honey. And Miss Paula. I'm going to be showing brushes and painting, a few other products. And I think this is backwards right now. Yeah. I am going to flip it so that y'all can see this right. So look at this and put it down. If you can write this, put this down. And this is the code 25% off. It's 9724. It's the onestroke.com. But I have something special I want to share with you. If you write Donna Dewberry 1 at Hotmail, I have something fun for you. So I'm going to put this up a few times so get something to write with. And when we come back, when we get down, I'll be showing it to you again. All right. So I love it when you pop up. I'm just popping up and I'm painting. Hi, Lee. Some of you guys already had me for a while. So I decided to come on. So I'm already here ready and the camera's on. So I thought I would go for it. So tomorrow's our 4th. And I said, I'm just going to give them 25% off. Let's do a special. You just go to our website, you put that in, and I've got brushes and all kinds of fun stuff to share with you. But I get some people who say, oh, it's just selling. Kim, you're going to break me. You're going to kill me here. Thank you, sweetheart. You are good to me. Thank you. Thank you. So I am very blessed. I'm blessed to have the ability to paint and share with people. I just got back from our paint company and we are creating the coolest things coming up next year. And we have cool things going right now. And someone needs this. That's right, Miss Kim. We've been able to help people come to our convention at the end of July in Florida because of donations. So that's been so nice. So we could give people money off and help them to be able to come. If you ever wanted to learn how to paint, guys, I have a technique that's so quick and easy that people are just blown away that they can do. I just broke super records. My grandson's children said, you went viral, Mima. I was at Plaid and we went on for it was like new section for Plaid, the paint company. And we had 250,000 likes, like bam. 44,000 people were on. They were just loving it. So I just thought, I love my YouTube group. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to paint for you guys. And let me start on a white canvas and see what we can create. But I'm going to be using some brushes that I will show you that you get 25% off. So does that sound good? I'm Donna Dewberry. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, you are going to learn how to paint. Or you're going to be able to learn how to do something that you never thought you could do, which I think is fun. I'm passionate about teaching you. If you got kids that want to paint, anybody that has ever been out there saying, yeah, I want to learn how to paint, but I'm not sure how to do that. Been typing up your story. All right. So I'm going to flip this down. Okay. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to be upside down. So you got to give me a minute because I do this all myself, guys. I don't have the camera people that I had at the paint company last week. So it's just me. So I'm going to get my little droid here and flip it around. So I'm going to flip around. I'm left-handed. So let me flip it. So I'm right-handed. There we go. There we go. All right. So here is the code again. I just want y'all to get excited and see that you can get 25% off a special. I'm not sure how long we're going to leave this on. I'm just telling you, I know it's for the 4th. Here's the code. And so when you're checking out, don't check out till you put the code in. All right. So I can't give it back to you. You got to do it when you're doing it. All right. onestroke.com is the website. And I want to tell you about this special right here. I have this wonderful thing. I'm going to start painting what I'm telling you. I have a wonderful mystery class I do occasionally, about once a quarter. And I just want everybody out there to know that if you, this is how you have to join the mystery class. All right. It's $35. It is, the last 2 have not been flowers. So one little hint I'm going to tell you is we are doing flowers. That's the only hint I'm giving you in the mystery. We have a contest where we try to wait. I mean, everybody tries to figure out what we're painting. I send you a paint list to get started. And it is $35. It's usually at least 2 hours. And it was on July 13th. And that's the Saturday at 2 p.m. July 13th. So it's the last chance to sign up. If you've ever done a mystery class with me, if you haven't, you can be a beginner. We're going to paint together. And you get the recording. You can watch it over and over. So to order the mystery class, you have to email Donna Dewberry1 at Hotmail, because we're hot, baby. And you're going to have fun with us. All right. So I'm going to, first off, we're going to paint. And I'm going to throw a couple of stencils in the background. Look at this. This is my Eiffel Tower stencil. So there's the Eiffel Tower right in here. And then that's like a background. So I'm going to put some backgrounds on what we're doing tonight. Here's a background. I didn't put the Eiffel Tower, just some of the stamps and stuff from the paint. Now this I did first. All right. This I came and said, this painting needs something. And I stenciled it on afterwards. Hello, guys. Thanks for being on. All right. So what I'm going to do is let me show you. Here, I did this as a short, so let me show you what happens. I want to just come on really quick. And the Eiffel Tower sells really well, but I'm going to put something else out here that is a good one. All right. We got bees. We got all kinds of fun stuff. You can, if you're out there saying, I don't know where to put those leaves. How do I know where to put those leaves? I have these killer stencil brushes. If you've ever stenciled and you made a mess, okay, where is my stencil brushes? If you ever stenciled and you made a mess, I want you to know that with these stencil brushes, they're high quality, amazing. Most of the stencil brushes I ever used before were stiff and dry, and they were not synthetic nylon quality brushes. And this is a size 20 for doing it all over like this. We have a size 16 and we have a size 12. So it's a 3-piece set. It's like $31.95, but you get 25% off. So let me show you how we use this, okay? This is something existing, okay? And then I want you to see that I'm going to come right in here. I'm going to grab some teal, and some citrus. Now, I'll share with you, we got great paints for you to use. There's paint kits. There's all kinds of fun. This is dry. I picked up the paint. I have to take it off. Okay. Thumbs up if you're loving this, because that's how YouTube knows to share it with other people. If you go on and say you like it, or you do a thumbs up. All right. So look, I'm going to go left and right. Left and right. This is the cherry blossom stencil. So I'll tell you when they're my personal stencils. This is just one that we sell online that I just love. And it's got a 6x6 and it's got this 12x12. And man, do they sell as one of my best selling stencils. I've always thought, what can I do to do a stencil that sells as well? And I have some, but I want an all over fun one like this. All right. So look, I took it off. I'm putting it back on. Now let me show you what's wonderful is usually it will, let me put something over here. Lots of times if I don't want to get it over here and I have to tape it up and all, but these stencil brushes keep it right where you want it. They don't go into the other pieces. They stay right there. Turn, you go to the left, then go to the right. Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight. Okay, I'm just teasing. So look at this. Now I didn't clean it, so when I moved the stencil, I got it there. But see how that changed that whole painting? So it's just quick and easy. All right. So that's just one thing. That's putting it on top. All right. So I'm going to come here. Okay, where's my stencil? I'm using another one of my stencils. I have butterflies. I have all kinds of different stencils. Oh, here it is. All right. So I'm going to do some leaves. All right. Now, most people tell me they don't know which direction to do leaves. And I do this thing where I go this way or this way. But if you have a stencil, I also in my spaces, I put a dragonfly, a butterfly, a bee. I put extra things in there just so we don't waste any space. Thanks for the thumbs up. Going to show you some fun things tonight. And so I have all kinds of, this isn't called an all over print. And so I save money for you guys because I did hydrangeas, wisteria, fern, and baby fern all in one stencil. So you could use this as an all over print. All right. Does it look fun? Super good seller is butterflies. All right. And birds. Let me show you really quick. I did this really fun shirt last year for a convention. Look at this bird. All right. So if you stencil the bird on, then it has all the different segments. So you know exactly which one is this. It is these two guys right here. Okay. Look at this. So these two guys right here. I stenciled it on and you see where the tummy is, where the cheek is, where the tail is. And look how fast. Quick, quick, quick. We stencil it and then we paint it in. You can just stencil it white and it's all ready for you to paint in. Okay. So thumbs up if you like what I'm sharing. And if you want me to keep painting. Okay. So that's a bird stencil. So I have them on a branch as a vintage look. And you could do that in the middle of your painting. And I have music stencil. Where's it? Look at this. I take the music stencil. I put some of that in the backgrounds for the birds singing. Really pastel looking. And then I put the birds on top. Or look at them. I did them big so you could do a single one. That even looks like a parrot, kind of. So that's my birds. This is not mine, but I sell it. How fun is that? And then the butterflies. And I do a bumblebee that is Rockstar Great that I created. And I love saying be kind. So I put the B where the B word is. Whoops, where am I? I'm off. So be kind. Just put the bumblebees on the B. Be humble and kind. And love family and be grateful. Those are things that I love putting these on shirts. I love putting them on my paintings. So I'm going to keep that out. I might use that. All right. So let's do this first. All right. So I'm going to come in here. Tell me if you're liking what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. Let's pick up. Here is the code. I want you to see that again. If you just got on, I'm going to be, the more likes I get, the more I'm going to paint for you. Okay. So I need to get some different green here. All right. So be with me. Don't give up on me. I'm trying. Okay, so let's get some pretty green colors. There we go. All right, so I kind of like to put them in here, but the citrus and the teal there, I need it a little bit darker for different. This is my double loader. This helps you learn how to paint one stroke. If you want to paint quick and easy painting, there you go. Write down the code, 25% off with a $50 or more order. And for every $50, you do another 25%. All right, so there is onestroke.com is where you go. If you want to do my mystery class on July 13th, this is my email. You have to email me. Then I'll have your email. We'll send you an invoice and you pay. I'll send you all the information. And you don't get the pattern because it's a mystery what we're going to be painting. So it's really fun. We're going to be painting flowers is the only tip and trick I'm going to tell you. So Dewberry, Donna Dewberry 1 at Hotmail. And you say, I want the mystery class for July. It's $35. And you get the recording afterwards and you can watch it as many times as you want. Okay. So listen, the last one I did Father's Day. So it was boat and ocean and stuff. And the one before that, it was the ocean landscape. So I'm back to flowers. Everybody's most popular. Just heads up. Hint, hint, hint. Don't miss it. This is your last chance to sign up. All right. So I want you to see that I'm going to go left and right, left and right. These are the most killer high quality brushes. I am in love with these stencil brushes. I even have people, because they don't want to wash them in between, get a set of 2 of these. All right. So I am going quick, so I'm not being as cautious as before. But let me show you. I've got a couple different brushes that you're going to fall in love with. I'm going to show you that I'm going to come in here with citrus. And so I picked up the paint. This is synthetic nylon. They are amazing. And you get 3 different sizes so that I can go in here and just do that little area instead of the big area. But because I'm going fast, you wipe it off on here and then you come here, left, right. Okay. Now I'm going to come in here and paint after this, some other painting. Love your stencils. I love when you demo all the different ideas on using them. Thank you. I want you to see that it is, stencils make the background really great. I don't want your stencils used for this colors this and this colors that. And the bird, I want you to hand paint it. But look at these leaves. What's going to be great about these leaves? I'm going to pick up some aqua, teal. What's great about these leaves is now you can one stroke right on top of them, because now you know where they go and which direction they go and how many you want on here. So left, right. Okay. Now look, there they are. They're all in there for you. So now over here, let's pick up a little bit of paint, come here, wipe it off. This is the magic step, wiping it off. And I want you to know we put this on shirts, and on shirts, the fabric soaks up the paint really quick. And I can make a shirt with just stencils that I've done in the past. With every 15 minutes, I created a shirt. So come on, during the holidays, how would you like to do that? I have 32 grandbabies. It makes it an easy thing for me to do, is pop out some fun stencils for them. All right, so I want you to see, these are where berries would go. But look, I'm going to laying it all out there for you. All right, you are on a roll. How much caffeine have you had today? I just want to, before you, hey, listen, after going to Plaid and being on such a high, what a beautiful night we had, or afternoon, where we had so many people, 1,800 in less than 20 minutes, signed up on Plaid's site to see more Donna Dewberry. So how fun was that? 44,000 people at one time on TikTok. Did I say TikTok? Yeah, it was TikTok. And so we got 250,000 likes. And you know what? I love YouTube. So I wanted to come to YouTube and let's have some fun painting. All right. So see, that's just going to be kind of like a background for you. So I'm just going to start there and start painting. All right. So here's my stencil brushes. I got them all there ready. So 3 in a set. You get all 3 sizes, 20. 16, and 12 is $31.95, but you get 25% off. So it's like, we don't do that often, but I have some even better things to share with you soon. But I'm going to come in here and I'm going to, let's turn it over. I'm changing my thought. Okay. So I'm going to come in here with my 3/4 inch flat brush. And these brushes are in the value pack right here. They're less than $20 for the 10 most used brushes. And I don't want anybody complaining because I'm doing a sales pitch, because that's what keeps me going. And that's what makes it possible for us to be on all the free stuff I do. So just come and see what you can do and get the discounts that I'm giving you so that you could be doing right here with the right brushes. You can't get this look with craft brushes and our craft paint. I want you to use our multi-surface paint. It goes on metal, wood, ceramic, glass, canvas, paper. I even do fabrics. Okay, so there you go. I love all the different colored greens together. I know, isn't that kind of fun? All right, so what I would do, I mostly like to do, is I like to come in here and then add it around it. But look how I made this. We got IKEA pillows, and they're 20 by 20. So I just did this, and I did it all spring. And I don't know if I have that. Oh, here, let me show you. I did it all spring flowers, and then I did Christmas. All right. So look at this. This is, there it is with everything. This is right here. Look how I did that. All right. So I put this on here, right? And then I went around and added more of these big leaves here and there around. Okay. So then here's the dragonfly, the bee, the butterfly, the bee that is in here. So this is how I did it spring. I did IKEA pillows that are like $5. And then I painted ornaments in here for Christmas. And then I painted a big pumpkin in the middle. And I did these leaves, all fall colors. So I made this stencil, this wreath leaf stencil. So you could do all kinds of killer things quick and easy. Okay. So there you go. All right. Are y'all with me? I am on steroids. Is that what you said? As demos are a benefit. That's right. All right. I did fragment effects. Can you imagine? Of course you can, using the new fragment elements with some of these beautiful stencils. Yes. And we're going to have fragment elements at convention, and you guys can just put it on your canvases each night that you want to go in there and play with them. Plaid sent them for me so that you guys, they said, hey, would they like to play with these at convention? And what do you think I said? Yes. All right. So let me come in here with some purple. All right. So we're going to do purple, violet, that was Juneberry and white. Now violet pansy. Now I have to tell you, I love painting flowers, but look how easy my flowers are. If I'm coming here, let's see, you got to be careful what color you put with purple because it might turn brown. All right, I'm going to do a tulip that comes up and back down. The medium that I use, floating mediums right here. We don't use water, we use floating medium. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and slide back down. Thank you for being on tonight. I'm excited to share with you what we can do with this. All right. With one stroke painting, you can create a flower that will surprise you. You can come up here and I can do buds over here. All right. Got heavy raining out there. I'm just hoping for no lightning. Okay. So I did purple there. So I did purple here. I can come in here and do a petal that's falling down from the tulip. I can come here with this Juneberry and I can make that Juneberry come down here. But let's take Juneberry and let's put a bud that's coming down here. All right. Now I'm going to, let's see some other colors that we're going to put in here. Let's take and let's do a rose. Let's use Juneberry right here and let's do a rose. Okay. Are you liking it yet? Tell me where you guys are from and what's your favorite one-stroke flower if you've ever seen me paint before. What would you like to learn? All right, I already got some of the fragments to use with resin. All right, so that's awesome. We are going to have them in stock for you guys to play with. So I want y'all to see. I had so much fun with them, and we got cool tools and stuff that are going to be out with all of you guys for y'all to get. We got to get them in stock before we put them on our website, but I will be coming on here and giving you discounts. All right, so look, you see how fast that rose was? All right, all of our flowers, and I'm trying to learn to paint them. Thank you, Mary. Okay, so I want you to see a background in here. So next brushes I want to share with you is I have mop brushes. Now, mop brushes, I paint like big leaves and I blend it in. So these are quality. These are goat hair. These are really amazing brushes, and I'm well used these brushes. But let me share with you what happens with these is that they are going to make really cool backgrounds for us. And so I used to just spray water and stuff, but I want you to see that I'm going to come in here and let's get this off of my finger. I'm going to come in here maybe with some teal and water. Okay, so look at this, like a watercolor effect. And I'm going to try not to get it all over my flowers. Okay, and look at this, just pick up water. It holds the water, it makes killer backgrounds. All right, and I'm going to make it drip across here. Okay, so I don't have to base coat my background. All right, and let's pick up a little bit more. All right, now I also have another tool that's really fun. Okay, so I'm going to take this and let it drip. All right, so I like it. There's a smaller brush too that can do other things for you, but I'm going to leave this here. But I want to show you that I have this pen. This is a heat pen, and it's going to do glass when we're painting on glass, and we need to do reverse painting, or we need to do ornaments that you're going to be doing. Look how great this pen just dries it up, keeps it from going where you might not want it to go. Okay, and I like this. I'm going to have a drip across here because I love that watercolor look. All right, and it will look like you are an artist who's making this wonderful look, and you saw how quick that went on with the mop brush. But if I'm doing oversized painting like the ones behind me, if you watch the beginning, you can see me, my big oversized behind me. Okay, so this is a heat pen, and these are also on my website. Look at this. It's everything you need to use. It's a multi-use heat pen. Okay. All right. So there's another tool besides my double loader to show you. Now, how fun is that? Now, I want that drippy look. And then, so we have the brushes. We have the mop brushes. This is what's really cool. I would like to flip it, but I'm afraid if I flip it, it's going to mess everything up. Behind me is the big oversized painting. So these are the two. They're $19.95 with, then you get 25% off. And that's those two sizes of mop brushes. All right, right here. So I've got this mop brush, and when you clean it out, you push like that and get the water out of the goat hair. All right, so those are killer brushes. You get both of them. These little ones are for lots of smaller areas that you're going to take and smooth out the painting, you know, go back and forth without water on it, and doing landscapes, all kinds of fun things with this brush. All right, so I can come right in here and blend it out, and I can pick up more paint and add depth in it. All right, so the mop brushes will make you very happy. But then I also made a brand new mop brush for big painting. If you want big, large areas, this brush is, I'm not sure how much this brush is, but you get 25% off because it's brand new, hot off the press. All right. All right. So if you want to feel professional and even do more, these are, all right, these are the 10 most used brushes. If you're just starting, you're going to love these. Okay. Not sure about the drippy look. I like the drippy look, but you don't have to like it. I understand. And then, but usually I drip it before I put my flowers on. All right. And these are the 13 most used brushes. You'll see I use a lot of flats. These are my 3 scruffy brushes that I created personally. This is my wrap on the specialty brushes. So there is a rake brush, a fan brush, an angle brush, a filbert. All of these are taught how to use for free on my YouTube site under practice strokes. I teach you every single brush and how to use it. Okay. And when I'm background doing a base coating in the background and I want that really quick, these are my painter sponges and they do all kinds of backgrounds. Plus this makes a brick if I'm doing bricks, and also goes around to do containers and all for big surfaces. You're going to love that. Okay. So now let's add the next color to this. All right. I am going to still put a bee on here with my bee stencil, but right now I'm here sharing with you one stroke painting and what you can do with one stroke painting and how fun it is to take this is acrylic folk art paint, and I'm picking up different colors. I'm coming right in here. I'm going to get my little bud here, pick up some citrus and come around here. I'm going to push, stand up, and drag and put some pretty leaves in here. All right. Now, a lot of more contemporary looks if you have kids that have just got their own home or they're decorating some fun, pretty, if you want to sell your wares, having some of these new styles and new looks with the drippy is kind of more contemporary and fun. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to work multiple colors instead of just double loading. We're going to multi-load colors. All right. So I'm going to come right in here and then I can pick up some white and work that in and come right on this side. Okay. So I like to use all the colors that I'm using in here or all the colors that I'm using up there. I know Ruby says, I'm not sure about that drippy look. All right. But, and there's no, if you don't like something, all you do is pick up more paint and stroke right back over it. Okay. So I'm going to come up here and put some of these different shades in here. And now I'm going to get another brush and let's put a blue flower in here. And I have purple neon too, but let's come in here and we're using blue peacock and wicker white. Okay. So I want you to see that I can, let's pick up some more white. All right. So watch this. I'm going to come here and you can do like a magnolia, this color. There's all kinds of flower petals that you can do with the same stroke I'm showing you. You go 1, 2, 3, come around, come around. Now, how would you like to be able to load your brush? This double loader helps you. Load your brush and then blend, shade, and highlight with each stroke that you made. I finally got my paint from the beach scene. Now I can find my canvas. Oh, was that fun? I love seeing how many of you showed pictures of your beach scene. And you did last week, but we'll pause to watch now. Okay, Harriet, thank you. All right, so because what I wanted to do is show you how easy it is to make a landscape using one stroke. All right, so like if you were saying, I'm not sure if I like all those colors, look at this purple. This is a neon purple, and you have to put the neon on after you put the paint, and it gives you these gorgeous colors. And when it dries, it's like you can't believe how pretty those colors are. Look at that with the neon purple. All right, now I do have some great neon colors I love to use. And what happens is you paint, and then you come here and pick up the colors you want. Let me move it right here. And so I can come right in here and add the neon afterwards. So I have pink, purple. This is purple neon. And I have blues, greens, yellows, and I've done a lot of tropical scenes with those. And I just did another painting while I was at Plaid that they're going to show, where I did lots of neon, and everybody in the room just gasped. And so that was so fun. They go, "Oh, you have to do that here." And then they fought for who's going to get the picture when it's done. So that's a good feeling, guys. All right. So there we are. All right. So I did drippy for that drippy look. Love the way you create flowers. I'm improving, but have a long way to go. So the thing is if you are getting the strokes right, but you have to have enough paint on your brush to get the strokes right, then you could do miracles with it. Absolutely. And more practicing makes you better. Oops, sorry. The more you practice, the better you get. All right. So now look what happens here. I'm going to just have white, and oh, that might not be good. Oh, there's some pink neon there too. So what am I going to put in there with that? Let's put, oh, this is because it's another plate. There we go. Let's come right here. Okay. And I'm going to come right in here, and I'm going to do daisy strokes. So look what happens. I'm going to do a clock. Can you see that clock? 12, 3, 6, and 9. And then you're going to come here and pull these colors. 1, 2, and you're putting pressure and pulling. All right, no pressure, no blending. All right, so you want to take and make all those little strokes in there. All right, and then we're going to pick up some more. So sound fun, guys? Look at this. We're going to come in here and add some white in here, right, over wet on wet. That's the beauty of one-stroke painting, is that you just keep adding your colors, all right? And see, then I can come back here. See how little leaves are coming out here? Then you can come back here and put little extra leaves around the outside perimeter after you get through, and it'll pull it all together. See how I put little daisies there? Daisies, daisies. Let's put a daisy up here. All right. So I'm pushing, pulling, push, pull, pressure, lift, and then I do another layer of those on there. And there you go. All right. So I have a triangle of yellow. All right. So let's come over here. Let's pick up white. Okay. All the tools you need, more online classes, all kinds of things that you might want to paint with me are available by going to our website and checking it out. Okay. So now I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to pick up some of that neon pink and purple, and I'm going to pounce it in here. Okay. So let's get some white too. And this just gives you some soft, dreamy looks, okay? So I'm doing white, and I'm going to tap in here, and let's pick up some pinks. But we'll put some dreamy, like purple in here, neon. But you really have to, it's got to dry or be on afterwards, okay? Okay, let's put a little white in here. Okay, so it's kind of dreamy. Now, what I like to do is let's take another brush, and let's pick up some greens. So I've got citrus and green. Now look what happens. I'm going to slide a long leaf on top of this. Pick up your medium. Press and lift. Press and lift. All right. So press. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit of citrus with some white, And when you streak through this, you pick up a little bit of that purple and you add it to it. So it makes it really nice. All right. So I need to come here with a stem. This was wet, so I'm going to come back in here. All right. So some of this didn't dry yet, but what happens is you're getting this great look. All right. We're going to put little stems on the daisy, the filler. Look right here. Okay. And those are in the back. I think I'm going to put a bee in here. I think I am. Let's see if we have room. All right. So I'm going to come in here with my scruffy brush. This is my 1/2 inch scruffy. And I'm going to pounce and pounce right in here. Okay. But I like to come in here with some white. More white. Okay. And let's put a little bit more yellow ochre here at the bottom. All right. So if the drippy looks fun later, so be sure that you don't give up on it till you see what it looks like. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. You could take, oops, I have another center I've got to do. So let's use the smaller scruffy. There we go. This is my 1/4 inch scruffy. And I'm going to come into these daisies. And I'm going to pounce the citrus green. Oh, only that one. And then put the sap green on the bottom of it. Okay. All right. And I'm going to dry that a little bit. So I want to show you the code that you can use. I don't know where I put it. All right. So we have a code. All right. And when you go to my website, you just put the code in and you get 25% off. All right. You might have to go back and watch so that you can see what the code is. All right. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures and then come back and put the bee on here. All right. We're going to let this dry for a few minutes. And then I'm going to put the bumblebee on here. Okay. So it's a big, pretty bumblebee. All right. So I'm putting this down and I'm going to show you if you want to learn some skills. I've shown you a bunch of the new brushes that we have, and I'm going to put a lid on here and show you that these are stroke studies. Don't forget, I have a mystery class July 13th, and if you want to do that, it's really fun to come paint with me. So we have flowers. These are teaching you all these different petals of this flower. These are called stroke studies. So in this #1 stroke study, you're going to learn all these different flowers. And then, so these are petals you're going to learn, right? So you learn the different petals and the different color on black. Look how good that is. And then you can then do your roses, irises, tulips, and lilies. All right. All of this is in one of the $35 classes. But with this $35 class, you now get 25% off. All right. I would love to take the class on July 13th, but it depends on what time zone you are on. I go to church on Saturday night. It's 2 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time. But you also get the recording so you can watch it anytime over and over. Okay. Because I cracked my rotary. Uh-oh. All right, Barbara, be careful. All right. So look at all the leaves that you're going to learn. All of this is in the one class. They're about 3 hours long, so you can just keep going over and over. And then we do a hydrangea. All right. So #2, if you go look at these, I just want you to see that I tell you to get black paper or some kind of art, scrapbooking paper, whatever. And then we paint all these different butterflies, all these ladybugs, bumblebees. These are all freehand. All right. And you can get patterns and all added to it if you want to. But go check it out on the site. on onestroke.com, and I lost my paper. Let me see if I have it right here. I lost my paper where I was showing you that there is 25% off. So you would have to watch it again in the beginning to get all your information. What the heck? I am not doing good about losing things. All right. So butterflies, 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 from the easy beginning butterfly I ever did to these other great butterflies. All right. So see, I did them on different paper to show you the difference. All right. How to layer them. All right. That's all insects and butterflies. Then we did birds. Okay. So I took the birds out so y'all could see them. So look, these are metallic ones. This is number, y'all can look. I think the birds are number 3. All right. Teaching you cardinals. And there's difference in the bodies and the tails of all these birds. So we go step by step doing this together. All right. So see, some tails go up, some tails go down. All right. Look at the hummingbirds. And we do all kinds of different ones. And I teach you about drawing them. Okay. That is number 3. They are $35 for a 3-hour class. Plus you get 25% off. All right. So the next one here is more flowers. This is number 4, more flower and leaves 2. So I'm going into a little bit more detail. All right, here's geraniums. There's magnolias, chrysanthemums. All right, so when you see this, I want you to see the strokes. Look at all the little strokes that we make. All right, so we go slower. I'm not so crazy as I am now. So look at the pretty leaves. These are more like hydrangeas, poppies. These are flowers and leaves too. So I just take you to another level. So you're doing poppies, jackwolves, and I'm brain dead. Sorry. And daffodils. All right. And then these leaves get fancier. All right. So you could start with flowers and leaves 1 and then go flowers and leaves 2. And so you do all the different flowers here. And then this is one of the all-time most favorite. Flowers 1 and flower 2 are the most favorite. And then roses are number 1. All right. So I want you to see all these different roses. All right. So how to do an American Red Beauty, the choppy little rose, the back of a rose. All right. Then you're going to take a yellow rose and then this choppy, look at this, where we're coming on the edge and doing those. Then here's some soft vintage roses. All right. All of that is in the rose worksheet that we're going to do. I mean, the stroke study. Then I did irises. So real simple irises to more, look how beautiful with the neon on there. All right. Then this is another kind of iris, the fancy irises where you're ruffling the petals. All right. And I go slow with you on each stroke as we do all of these rocking petals. And so those are just a few. I want you to go look if you get a chance. There's like 21 different stroke studies, and I take you step by step through those, and then you can save and make your album. I just want to show you because it's Christmas in July. This is 4th of July. We're having sales for you on this. I know that, let me look really quick. I know right in here I had, let me see if I can find it. I have the code. The code is 9724 on onestroke.com. All right. So these are tropical flowers. Maybe I don't have, this is tropical, and I'm not sure what number that is, but I did have, and all kinds of orchids. I did have Christmas. There we are. Some different Christmas icons. All right. So Grinches and candles. And anyway, these are not, this is a watercolor looking one. I thought I could show you the Christmas ones, but I guess we have abstract ones. There's all kinds of them in there. Okay, so let's go back and see if we can put our butterfly on here. All right, before we end our day today. All right. So if you spend $50, you get 25% off and more. Okay, so we got all kinds of stencils, tools, brushes, all kinds of wonderful items for you in your painting journey. Okay. Got a bigger area, so I'm trying to dry it up fast. Okay, so let's put our bee here. So this is what's fun. All right, I am going to, let's get some licorice. I've got yellow ochre first. So I'm going to come in here and pick up yellow ochre. And I'm just going to go right in the center where the bee is, right here. And then I'm going to take white, okay, white, and I'm just going to pull the wings in, all right. All right, so I'm going to pull this off, and that doesn't look like much yet, but guess what happens when I get it all done? I am going to have to open up my other stencil brush because I need a different size brush besides the big one, all right. So I'm going to go right here and dry this. Okay, actually, I'm going to color that in before I dry it. Okay, so step one was you just put yellow ochre right in the middle and white on the wings. Okay, so now look what happens here. I'm going to take some moon yellow and I'm going to block in that whole body. Okay, so I am even going to put some pink along here, because I think that goes with the flowers that we're using. And then I'm going to put more moon yellow. These are all multi-surface colors, folk art multi-surface. They have a sealer in them, so you can put it on surfaces that are outdoor and indoor. All right, now I'm going to get licorice. All right, so we want black. All right, so we're going to put that on here. Just wait till you see this. It's fun. Now I've got to heat that up because I can't have that when I put the next piece on there. You roses are almost been number one. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to dry this body really good. And so the body just needed to be all blocked in, because when you come back, I'm going to touch it to see if it's dry. Okay. Now look what happens. Where is my baby here? Now, what I want to do is, I'm sorry. Okay. What I want to do is lay this right back on there. All right. So it's going to go right exactly on top. So line up your wings. Okay. Oops. Now what's beautiful is if I can get all of the legs and everything to be beautiful, you will love this. So you just want the tip of this brush. This is synthetic nylon, the most amazing stencil brushes. I can't even believe that these give you such success. Okay, so I'm kind of taking some off, but remember, I'm going to come over to my paper towel and take more off. All right, so I'm then going to just tap this in here, bring my legs and my antennas. See that? I'm going to tap and take it off, come over here and tap, tap, tap. Okay, so these are the stripes. Okay, so let's go up and down to fill in the legs. Now, these little legs are tricky. So how would you like to be able to very quickly make this look like something? Now, are you ready? I can't wait for you to see this. All right, so look what happens. I lift it up, and there is a total bee. How fun is that? All right, so I put iridescent sometimes on the wings, but look at all those legs and the antennas and all the detail. That happens in 2 steps. Do you see that? Actually, 3 steps, because after you stencil the center yellow, then you make the whole area shaded. and then you come in and put the wings. Is that fun? So there you go. A realistic looking bumblebee. I will be able to watch it. Yes, you can watch it later. All right. So then what I did, just for a little detail, I came around with some licorice and I use a little bit of water there. I usually don't use water, guys. And then I can come right around here and put a little bit of detail. That was a little wet still. But look at this. See, I can bring the licorice from the bee. You can put it around in some of these areas. All right. Then we can come right in here with licorice. And I'm going to put some detail up along in here. You see that black? It matches the bee. Okay, so in every little cubby. Thank you for being on with me tonight. I love sharing and giving you opportunities to use discounts. I put the discounts 25% for the 4th of July. And I wanted you to have the opportunity to go in and get discounts if you're wanting to learn how to paint. I want you to know that I have a membership on YouTube where it's $9.95 and you a month, and you get 20% off on anything, any amount of money every month. You can go use it. And by being a member, that's one of the advantage when I say One Stroke Advantage. And you get a lesson, 4 lessons a month with me. And so you get the patterns. You can take and do another level and get all of the printout patterns and worksheets so you can practice at home with me. All right. So look, I'm going to come in here and do little detail along here. Okay, with a liner. This is my 2-script liner. And all these brushes I teach you. If you've never painted before, I teach you how to work with them on every Friday. I have new practice strokes that go up. But when people are in other countries that they don't even know the language, they go, ma'am, where do I start? Well, I tell you to go back a couple of years back, and I show you every tool and everything and build your skills up as you go with me. Thank you, Barbara. Well, you guys inspire me by coming on and watching me and sharing your talents with me. And make sure you join our Facebook group because we have promotions every month on there. It's Donna Dewberry's official one-stroke group. So you can find it right under About Donna right here on my YouTube channel. So look, just come in here and create little curls, a little bit of licorice to pull the bee up into it. All right. And then I'm going to sign it. And I hope you liked what I shared with you tonight. I'm going to be back on Saturday morning with more. Saturday sometime before my 2 o'clock class I'm going to be on. Okay. And there you go. I hope you liked it. Please, if you get a chance, go rewatch and see if there's anything that you've learned, if anything that will help you with what you're already doing. And a little bit of background. We use mop brushes, stencil brushes, fun sets of brushes I have for you. And we're talking about quality brushes, easy to learn at a good price. Doing craft brushes, you don't learn the same when you're doing a craft brush because my brushes pounce and spring up and give you the stroke. So we start on a chisel and end on a chisel each time we make a stroke. So I hope you like that. And I can't wait to see you next time. And I see what I should do now is come back in here. Any of you who watch me, I am going, probably before I post this, before I post the thumbnail, I am going to go back in here and lay some of these little leaves coming out of here like I did down here. All right. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.